Hello lovely dancers, my name is Aisha and welcome back to Belly Dance Tutorials. Today's class is gonna be a short lecture about improvisation in belly dance. Improvisation in belly dance is a very important skill to acquire in time, and it doesn't come easy or natural from the beginning. It comes after years of practice and years of dancing. Of course, it's perfectly okay sometimes to just do an improvisation for ourselves, just to be in the music, just to feel the music and to express ourselves without any rehearsals or any practices on that. And that's perfectly okay to just enjoy ourselves in a complete improvisation. But to give the best experience to our audience, improvisation is a skill that most of us need to work on, and we need to train on that. Some people are more natural at coming up with moves on a song and are very organic and just natural at improvisation. They have very good control over the body movements. They are very aware of what their body is doing, and they have good musicality. But for most of us, it doesn't come as easy. So if you feel stuck and if you feel like terrified that you have to improvise, don't worry about it. It happens to most of us, and it's something that we work on. So the purpose of today's class is to give you a few tips about how to get better at improvising and how to train for that. Improvisation is something that we do a lot, and one of our ultimate goals is actually to be able to improvise in a very good manner. And a lot of time in our performances we use a combination of choreographed sections and improvisational sections. Now, to give you a few tips of how to get better at improvising, I would start with knowing your music. It's very crucial. You have to know your song very, very well, even if you have not danced to it before. And very rarely it happens that a dancer would dance to something completely new that she has never heard before and do a good job. Because when you don't know all the accents, all the transitions in the song, by the time you hear it, you process in your mind, you transfer to your body and do the move, you will be late. You'll be a fractions of a second late, so you'll be offbeat. So yeah, make sure that you know your songs. And a lot of time people who you see improvising, they have heard those songs a lot. We as dancers are familiar with very many songs. We have not danced to all of them, but we know the song. So it's not completely new to us. The second tip that I want to give you today is having a set of moves that you are very familiar with. You have rehearsed them a lot, you like them, it fits your style. And just have a few moves, 3 or 4 moves that you can use in an improvisation with confidence. And in terms of move categories in belly dance, we have about 4 major categories, which is accents, flowy moves, transitions, and traveling steps. Now have about 3 or 4 moves from each category. And you have to know those moves so well that if somebody wakes you up at 5 a.m. and tells you, give me 3 accents, you should be able to give 3 accents right then. And have them at different levels of difficulty or at different body parts. For instance, you can do hip lifts, 1, 2, 3. That's your first accent. You can do intermediate level hip drops, tuck, tuck, tuck. Or you can do more advanced accents, which is usually belly accents, like tak, tak, tak. So have those in mind. Again, the same way for flowy movements, you can have some figure eights, you can have some arabesque, some turns maybe. For traveling steps, maybe 2 types are enough. Be very familiar with the chassé, very common in belly dance. And for transitions, you can do, for instance, the simple turn. You can do, I call it, for instance, a step ball change. So it's a fall back and push. Also, listen to the song and listen to the musical phrases. They are usually repetitive, but some of them is slightly different than the others. And that's your opportunity to do a transition or to change the direction or to do something different. Even if it's the same movement, but you maybe change the direction and it looks different all of a sudden. For instance, your beat could be tak-a-tak, 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then one of the phrases sounds like tak-a-tak, tak-a-tak, tak-a-tak-a-tak, tak-a-tak, tak-a-tak, tak-a-tak-a-tak. And this is a way, you know, a place where you can do a transition. For instance, you can turn. Tak-a-tak, 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 tak-a-tak-a-tak, tak-a-tak, 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 tak-a-tak. All right? Another thing that you can use is work your stage area, work your stage. Just use some different parts of the stage. You don't have to do very crazy patterns, figure eights, I don't know, diagonals. Very difficult to come up in the moment with complex traveling patterns. But you can do a simple turnaround. Same movement, as I said before, same movement, turning around. You can just change the direction where you focus. Yeah. So very easy, something to have in mind, because a lot of time I see people doing improvisation, facing the audience all the time. Once in a while, just change the direction, even if you do the same move. So these are major tips in building up your improvisational skills. And another tip that I have is maybe just to improvise anytime you can, just to practice improvisation. When you practice in your regular practice routine, you can just add a song or two where you just throw moves, you just dance to it, you just go with the flow without thinking too much, maybe, and you build up the connection between the body movements and the music. Okay, dancers, I hope you liked my video today and the tips that I had, short, quick tips for today. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. If you have any comments or suggestions, just write them down in the comments area and I will try to address them if I know about them. Until next time, shimmy shimmy!